I was in the class that was the first to graduate from Routt, from the new Routt. So the first 3 years, freshman, sophomore, and junior year, I was at the old Routt building that had been around for 50, 60 years, and it was it was old and comfortable, and then we moved senior year. We moved over here, and everything was new and clean and fun. So it was a good time to be here. It was a good time to be here.
Well, when I came to Routt, I was a new student. I originally had gone to Franklin, so it gave me, kind of opened up my world a little bit, as odd as that sounds. I think it dates me a little bit because we didn't have social media and all that stuff. So, well, growing up when you were small and you were in grade school, you kind of had you knew the people around you. The 30 people in your class and the people in your school. So when you went to Jacksonville, the big town, it kind of opened up a lot of new friendships for me, and kind of a different way of looking at things.
Most of my favorite memories were the smaller things. I just remember when I look back at going to Routt, the bus rides home after a win in football or basketball was always a lot of fun. The other things that really stick out were crispy steak or pizza and buttered noodles, and just the camaraderie we'd have at after school practices. And
the Routt community is a family, and with a lot of very caring, loving people.
And to me, personally, it feels like a community that no matter how long I go being away from Jacksonville or Routt, whenever I come back, it's a place I always feel welcome.
Yeah. So the Routt community to me means family. It's a lot about tradition and a lot about family ties and just the encouragement from the teachers to treat everybody well and respect everyone, and that's the culture here is one big family, and we take care of each other and look out for each other.
In a word, family. When you get in, you just become part of a special family where when you're in need, somebody's there. You'll have being able to build lifelong friendships.
I guess the main reason I sent my children to Routt is to get a Catholic-based education. It all started with my grandmother in the early 1900s. My mother and father, myself, my wife, all her siblings, all my siblings, and we all had a great experience at Routt, so we wanted the same for our children.
He had a lot of opportunities here, and I'm sure that's the reason my dad went to Routt, we all went to Routt, and if you stuck around Jacksonville, that next generation went to Routt. So I think we were just comfortable with everything. I think it was a safe environment. I think that there were a lot of opportunities. I think the academics were good. I knew the kids that he was with, and knew the families he was with, so we were just very comfortable sending our child around.
I wasn't just a basketball player. I was able to be on the basketball team and the Spanish club, and play other sports, and even play sports during the same season, and be on student council. And that was because it was such a small school that all the teachers and coaches are willing to work together and coordinate schedules and allow all of the students to get involved as much as possible. And that's what made it such an enjoyable experience for me, is that I was so involved in everything, and that's how you build relationships and memories. And so to any future students, I definitely would give advice to get involved as much as possible.
Well, I think the faith-based element is the key to the success of Routt and their students always. It gives children really a basis for life. It's a foundation for where they'll go and how they'll end up, and what they will become. So I think it's ingrained in the culture.
It's really a good place to be, and a good place for a kid to thrive, particularly that kid that's kind of the average average to above average kid that kind of moves along. I think Routt can challenge that kid and get him to the next level. So I would think that if you were a parent and you had a child that you wanted to feel like that they could achieve more, I think more is asked of you at Routt, and therefore I think you achieve a little bit more as you move along.
It's really hard to explain actually, because it's just something I've always known. It's just like part of who I am, like deep down, being from Routt, and so many of my family members feel the same way. So it's kind of hard to put into words, but it's because it goes back so many generations. It's just part of who I am, and it always will be, and that just feels great.
Coming to Routt High School was a turning point in my life. And when I came to Routt, it was a slow process, but it opened me up to the world. I got a lot of friends from my experience at Routt that have continued through my life. And it showed me that there's a lot more than just where I was at. And I wish everybody could have that experience that I had. It was fantastic, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
I still find Wiley's house, riding on my bike with eyes closed. I could name every girl that he took out, and from my memory dial his house phone. Can you take me back when we were just kids, we weren't scared of getting older, yeah. 'Cause no one knows you like they know you, and no one probably ever will. You can grow up, make new ones, but truth is, there's nothing like old friends. 'Cause you can't make old friends. I still feel the windows down, listening to Jimmy Eat World, riding 3 wide on Blake's bench seat, yeah. My God, it's been 10 years now, but I would have his back tomorrow, and he'd still fight anyone who tried to touch me. Can you take me back when we were just kids who weren't scared of getting older, yeah. 'Cause no one knows you like they know you, and no one probably ever will. You can grow up, make new ones, but truth is, there's nothing like old friends. 'Cause you can't make old friends. I've got some good friends now, but I have never seen their parents' back porch. It wouldn't change how things turned out, but there's no one in this time zone who knows what inline skates that I wore. Can you take me back when we were just kids who weren't scared of getting older? 'Cause no one knows you like they know you, and no one probably ever will. You can grow up, make new ones, but the truth is, that we grow up, then wish we could go back then. There's nothing like old friends, 'cause you can't make old friends.